And I'd like you to commune these pieces inwardly. I now begin, don't worry about it right now, dear. Just lay it down. I now begin a conversation with my body. And I understand that I did not really appreciate how my body has always been listening to me. And everything that I have accepted, that has been a message that my body has accepted as well. And I am discovering there's an intelligence that in this very moment in my body is listening to what I'm thinking. And to the very cells of my body, to the substance of my body, all the various systems of my body, immune system, nerve system, the life stream, my blood, the bones, all the organs, my heart, to all the various composition of my body. I ask you now to be open and receptive to what has always existed in the universe, right here, right now. As I acknowledge the great mother element, trillions of light rays and love rays, and universal life force that passes through the universe, that enters right into the lower atmosphere of Earth. I invite my body and all the cells of my body to open. And I invite the Holy Spirit within me to draw some of those light rays, that mother element, the light of life, to catch and draw some of those into my physical structure. And I invite my skin, as the very antennas on my skin attune to the great mother element. The very hair on my skin attune to the great rivers of universal life force. And to use the very skin of my body, the very surface of my body, to begin to absorb into the cells of my body, my beloved cells, from my brain throughout my body to my feet. My beloved cells of my body open and receive what I now acknowledge is the universal light rays, the great mother element which is omnipresent. Receive now the great rivers of universal life force. And my beloved physical body, be now renewed. Allow the renewal of spiritual life force, which is everywhere, everywhere throughout the cosmos, everywhere throughout the atmosphere. My beloved body garment, open and receive your renewal of the very Spirit of God's source. And I invite the Holy Spirit that is within me to draw the light of my life from my soul, from deep within, to draw some of that light of my life from my soul up into my body, into the physical organ of my heart. I invite, because I acknowledge them, sacred and secret powers and gifts embedded within my body that have the power to transmute the Holy Spirit as new renewal and life and youth and beauty and strength that just loves to outpicture as a new growing appearance of my physical structure. I invite that tender, soft spot at the top of my head to open and receive the universal life force, the mother element that is everywhere, and for the ascension flame in my brain to receive that and broadcast it into the very cells of my brain structure. I invite now a loveliness, a stillness, a quietness of spirit to fill every place and space of my entire physical body with the Spirit of God. I invite my endocrine system to release, to secrete new advancing hormones into my bloodstream that advances a transformation of new universal energy and spirit that fuels the very nerves of my body, that fuels the activation of gifts and powers long asleep within my physical body. I breathe deep through my physical garment. Nice sounding breaths. The very pores of my skin, all energy centers of my body, the top of my brain, open and receive the great mother element, the light of life from my soul, the universal life force. I invite my body, be so open and receptive, be still, and receive now a tenfold, a hundredfold increase in the light of life from my soul. The same increase of the great mother element that is everywhere throughout the cosmos. I invite my heart to begin its great transformation, to one day be the Holy Grail of my physical body that radiates out the mother element and magnetizes back into my body the same. Through the inner fire of the Holy Spirit, I invite the very cells of my body, the skin, the entire structure of my body, to begin throwing off the aging process until the appearance of my body matches my chosen ideal years, summers in the body. I invite what may be a sense of weariness or tiredness in my body to let go, to the Spirit of God that is entering my body to burn off any sense of weariness and tiredness and replace that with a renewal of the great mother element. I invite the hair on my body to rise as antennas and draw in the great universal life force and all composition of my body to transform that as eternal youth, health, beauty, and perfection. My physical garment, each day now, I shall offer you renewal. And I am grateful to the intelligence within my body that responds, is open, and is receiving. Its first taste of the universal mother element, the light of life from my soul, the Holy Spirit from within, new advanced hormones from an activated endocrine system. My beloved body, your second birth is underway. Metamorphosis until this body is raised a temple of the Most High that welcomes up to the surface the grand cosmic being within me, who comes to glorify God, Goddess, all that is in substance and form. And let us breathe. Let us hear you breathe. And take your tender fingers over the backs of your hands and just roll them tenderly. A moment of gratitude to your body. And this is just the beginning. And as we marry this, as we pair this, and then into the quiet, all that we have initiated, and in days into the future, that can be shorter, but because now, everything we've talked about always existed. It is just that you are awakening.